LoreWarrior Aerotech, Gazelle class dropship. The Gazelle class is one of the smaller dropship types operating within the successor states, though it is not as small as the Fury or Leopard class vessels. Designed to transport a single armor company onto the battlefield, the ship has a reinforced vehicle bay able to hold 15 tanks, with a total mass of 950 tons. The cramped personnel facilities accommodate as many as 55 people, including the troops and the ship's crew. The Gazelle's interior is composed of 3 major decks. The bottom deck houses the ship's large vehicle bay, which is roughly 18 meters at its widest point by 59.5 meters long. Entrance into this section is through a heavy retractable ramp located in the dropship's nose. Originally designed for the smaller armoured vehicles of the past, the bay had to be enlarged to accommodate larger, heavier vehicles. To gain extra space, the personnel accommodations and the aft cargo section were reduced. The personnel lift also had to be removed from this deck and was replaced by a retractable ladder. The deck's design can create logistical problems. Many unexperienced assault units have faced lengthy delays because of the difficulties of packing and unpacking a full-strength unit into the bay. Well-trained units develop an order of deployment to expedite offloading and to increase the survivability of the entire dropship. Many Gazelle crews worry whenever a green unit comes aboard because so many dropships have been destroyed on the ground due to delays caused by inexperienced units. Smart Gazelle captains sit down with the unit commanders to outline the best procedure for rapid vehicle deployment. Deck 2 then is commonly referred to as the main deck. It contains the engine room, bridge, and quarters for all 10 crew members. The aft third of this deck houses the bottom half of the ship's drives. The top deck contains most of the systems and facilities required by the crew, including the laundry, waste recycling, water tankage, med bay, mess hall, and fuel storage. The aft portion of this deck houses the upper half of the ship's drives. In order for the ship to use its transit drives, super hot plasma is channeled from the engine core to the drive mechanism. In the Gazelle, this channel passes through the compartment next to the engineering control center, causing uncomfortably hot conditions for engineers. To alleviate the problem, an air circulation shaft was installed from the top deck through to the main deck and then opening into the vehicle bay below, roughly 3 by 11 meters wide. This shaft spreads heat evenly to reduce overheating the engine section. Inside this shaft are an access ladder, catwalks, and other numerous pipes and conduits. The Gazelle's passengers are divided up among 3 bays located on the main deck, each one providing housing for a single Armor Lance's personnel. Sleeping arrangements consist of 4 triple-stacked bunks, 1 per vehicle crew. To provide room for additional personnel, a 5th bunk is also included, each person having a small wall locker for storing personal gear. A shared washroom takes up a large portion of the room, and because of the lack of space in the bay, the platoon lieutenant does not have a desk and chair, as on many other dropships. Instead, he must attend to his administrative tasks in the mess hall, or the vehicle bay. As on many other troop transports, the CO and First Sergeant share a small bunk room, the ship's crew being housed in a bay next to the identical 3 troop bays. There's a little bit of a mistake there at the end. It says next to the identical to the 3 troop bays. I think it means in a bay next to and is identical to the 3 troop bays. I think they missed out a word there. Hello! It's the Gazelle class dropship, another Aerodyne type, massing at 1,903 tons. It's 79 meters in length, 28 meters in height, and 73 meters in width. Has a crew of 10. Its cargo complement is 950 ton, carrying 15 heavy vehicles and 45 troops. Its armament is 2 PPCs, 1 LRM-20, 1 AC-5, 2 SRM-6, 1 large laser, 10 medium lasers, with 4 ton of ammo for the LRM launchers, 2 ton of ammo for the SRM, and a ton of AC-5 ammunition. Its drive system is a Starleague V95, first introduced in 2531. It, according to this book, is an uncommon sighting. It has thrust 4 over thrust 6, structural integrity 8. Its engine alone weighs 410 tons, and it consumes 1.84 tons of fuel a day. It has 48 heat sinks plus 22, it says there. I assume it's for other weaponry. And basically, it has 480 points of armor, 100 on the nose, 85 on each wing, 140 on the fuselage, and 70 on the engine. The LRM-20, an AC-5, and 2 mediums are in the nose. It has a PPC in the wing. Well, each wing has a PPC, an SRM-6, and 3 medium lasers, and then the aft has a large laser and 2 medium lasers. As such, it's a cool little dropship. It's again one of the more commonly seen ones, used as decoration, let's say, in a number of different games across the generations of MechWarrior and other side projects of BattleTech like Mech Commander and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not unusual to see Gazelle dropships used as some kind of background material. It's be sat on a runway, for instance, or even a destroyed or downed one will be seen. Usually there just to be something to fight around in your battle mechs, that kind of thing. But yeah, I quite like them. They're cool looking Aerodyne dropships. So yeah, it's also interesting. A lot of the time I think a lot of people think that tanks are delivered by spheroid dropships, but no, it'd be vehicles like this. These kind of craft would be the ones to drop all of your big tanks onto the field, your bulldogs, your manticores, those kind of things. The more commonly seen heavy tanks, probably with a mix of some of the assault vehicles in there, like the Shrek or the more terrifying Demolisher. Yeah, no fighter complement to protect it though, so that's one of its big drawbacks. It's fairly well armed weapon-wise, but it's not really, again, the kind of thing that tends to get involved in the fight. But yeah, the Gazelle, quite like it. Alright, well, thanks for listening everybody. I hope you have a good day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.